Hello, welcome in. We're going to give people just a couple of minutes to join. I see we have some people already connected. Welcome. Feel free to use the chat. It's on the bottom right-hand corner of your screen. Yeah, we're just going to hang out for a minute, give people a couple more minutes to join. We still have some people that have registered but aren't in yet. And I'll send a little message in chat just so you guys can see where that's at. Feel free to send a little message. You can also use emojis. They pop up on the screen. It's kind of cute. See, Tana sent a message as well. Hello, Roberta. Thank you for joining. All right, just another minute or two. We will have the recording sent to anybody. So if you have to drop off or if anybody joins in late, you will have the recording to review.
You can also ask questions. There's like a tab next to the chat. So you can click that and ask questions.
Yeah, feel free to ask questions. We have a little Q&A session at the end with me and Atanas. Atanas is going to help me out with that to answer any technical questions. So if we don't answer them throughout the presentation, don't think we're ignoring you. We're just saving them for the Q&A session at the end.
Do you think I can break the ice with a joke, Megan?
Yeah, you can go ahead and tell a joke while we're waiting.
But though my jokes are very, very bad.
They're bad, but they're funny.
Okay.
They're not too bad. They're just like dad jokes.
Yeah. That's why I find them on dad jokes channels, and I'm not even a dad. I do feel like one sometimes. I think I should just leave a mustache for the next webinar and just do the jokes like that.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Dad stash. So here it comes. I quit my terrible job at the candy store. So long, suckers.
The epitome of a dad joke. Well, thank you for that, Atanas. We love a good dad joke.
You're welcome.
All right, guys, I don't want to waste your time, so I'm going to go ahead and get started. If anybody joins in late, we'll send them the recording. Roberta says that was bad, but she did smile. All right, everybody, let's get started. Don't forget, you can send in questions, and if we don't answer it right away, we're not ignoring you. We have a Q&A session at the end. I think that this is only going to take about 20-ish minutes. We have 45 minutes carved out just in case it goes over. There's tons of questions, but we'll let you get back to your job as soon as possible. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. Today, we're talking about smart waterfront management and how you can boost efficiency with boat launches, parks, and marinas with HeyGov. So today, we're going to talk about Samuel. He's a seasoned marina manager, and he's seen the ups and downs of traditional marina operations. He's battled with frustrating paperwork, having to tell people how to make payments, answering questions about the hours and what they offer. He's had to deal with inefficient systems and unhappy boaters. However, his journey took an exciting turn when he discovered HeyGov's Marina Management app. So let's explore how this solution transformed his marina. Like many marinas, Samuel's office was a whirlwind of paperwork and ringing phones. Reservations were primarily phone-based, leading to voicemail loops and outdated availability information, and frustrated boaters. Even when a booking was finally secured, the paperwork seemed endless to Samuel. So let's talk about the solution. The solution was the discovery of HeyGov's Marina Management app. It was a complete game changer for Samuel. The app streamlined his reservation process, empowered boaters with an easy-to-use self-service platform, Now boaters could find slips, check real-time availability, book reservations, and even pay all at their convenience. So not only can we help with the self-service platform that allows boaters to go in and pay for their boat launches, book transient and annual boat slips, or pay jet ski storage payments online, we also help with in-person payments. This really helps Samuel with things like fuel, ice, drinks, fishing gear, and miscellaneous storage. We have a credit card reader, and then you can also log cash and check payments. My name's Megan Myrick. I'm a client specialist with HeyGov, and I'm part of the digital transformation team. And I'm going to walk you through how HeyGov's Marina Management helps Samuel and how it can help you. And with me, I have Atanas. He's a project manager with HeyGov, and he's also part of the digital transformation team. And he knows a little bit more of the technical information, and he's going to help me out with the Q&A at the end. And he might add little tidbits in here and there if I don't do a good job describing something. So with HeyGov, essentially boaters can leave their wallets at home and launch their boats from their phone. How? Let's talk about it. So you can say hello to HeyGov and goodbye to the chaos in your office. In Samuel's office, the impact of HeyGov couldn't be ignored. He finally had time to focus on enhancing guest experiences instead of drowning in those administrative tasks. His team's efficiency also skyrocketed and increased reservation capacity and maximum occupancy. And happy boaters were now a norm thanks to the app's ease of use and clear communication. So let's talk about the self-service marina platform for residents. With HeyGov, booking a slip is a breeze. Residents are able to find slips, check real-time availability, reserve slips, and pay online. And they also receive a confirmation instantly when they pay. Boaters are going to feel confident knowing that their slip is secured. Let's talk about some of Samuel's favorite features in the Marina Management app. One of the biggest features that he loves is the customizable forms. This allowed Samuel to customize the forms for the city of Willow Bay. They have specific things that they ask for in their forms when people go to rent the slips. And we can do that for you as well. Any information you need, such as boat type, usage rate, or even the length of the boat, we can customize these forms to capture the information that you need. We also have an interactive boat slip map that allows you to click and view the different boat slips, and it gives you a visual overview. It gives boaters a visual overview of where their slip is going to be located. And if they have a preference, that will help them pick. And we allow transient multiple day bookings and annual reservations. This allows the flexibility if they want the annual pass or just to rent a day or a few days, they can reserve that all through HeyGov, and it will actually update what slips are available for that option. Samuel also loves that we allow QR codes for boat launches. We'll actually create the signage for you, generate the QR code, any copy that needs added. We'll do it all for you. It allows residents to, again, access the self-service feature of paying for the boat launch online. They just scan it with their phone and it takes them to the payment portal. And speaking of payment portals, Samuel loves our easy-to-use payment portals. They're very user-friendly. It's very obvious what you need to do in the payment portals. They have a nice updated interface, and we have the payment fee broken out, so that's not hidden. And yeah, it's very simple, easy to use. You can also log cash and check payments in our system. If you want to keep all your payment information in one place, instead of having it here and everywhere, you can keep it all in HeyGov. You can log cash and check payments, as well as take card payments for those in-person payments like ice, or if you sell lures, excuse my southern accent, stuff like that, it's hard to say. Any kind of fishing gear, you sell storage, anything like that, you can actually take those payments in HeyGov as well. So answer in chat, what's your biggest frustration with your current marina management system or process if you don't currently use any type of system for marina management? I'll give you a minute to answer in chat. We want to hear from you. In the meantime, while we have people answering in chat, maybe Atanas, you could talk a little bit about why we created the app.
I was also thinking to share. Yeah, Roberta says they have seasonal slips, so they don't have real issues. Honestly, I know when you have seasonal slips, it's very easy, very straightforward to work with it. But I have noticed people struggling in different marinas for different stuff, and you can correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe you're encountering situations like these normally. So when somebody needs a slip, they need to dock the boat somewhere, then come to the office with the boat, like with cash or check payments, come to the marina office and then ask for a slip there. You search for availability, and then you have another system which is online that other boaters use. So you have I've seen people mix up both the systems, and it's very hard to find the available slip, then take the cash, take the payment, and basically reserve the slip for the person that's with you in the office. So I've seen that. Other things that I've seen are also people are coming to the boat launch site. So this is not connected to the marina system, but to the other system that we can connect to the marina system. They come to the boat launch site and they have to, either put in some cash or put in a check into a metal box, and they don't have cash, so they have to go to the nearest ATM, take out cash from there. And these fringe situations I've seen in municipalities or towns and cities that do not have a developed architecture or infrastructure next to a boat launch site. So we've seen that people have to turn back with the boat and everything just to pull out some cash. And we've also seen IOUs. So people would slip a couple of IOUs. And the thing with HeyGov is that now in those situations, they can just scan a QR code, send and pay for the boat slip when they're at the office. Just scan the QR code, or when they're at the boat launch site, you don't have to have anyone there. They scan the QR code, pay, you receive it. Even if you're sunbathing in beautiful California or whatever, you still have the data. Yeah. So I've seen a couple of situations like these, and I've heard of them. That's why we developed the system, because we know that those can cause quite a lot of frustration when you're facing someone, especially in the rain, especially at the start of the season where everything is packed and everyone wants to dock a boat and just go after having a lot of fun at the lake. And I've seen people getting from the lake enamored with a lot of expectation and not able to yeah, that's nice to hear, Roberta. Northern Michigan, you have sunbathing until late May. We have the same in Greece, but people still go out. We have apartments here and terraces, still go out at the terrace in May and sunbathe on the terrace. So that's an idea.
Here, it's like there's going to be a few days before May here and there where it's going to be really nice and you can lay out. But then you have to deal with the humidity because it's like coming into springtime. I'm in Alabama, by the way. So it's like as soon as it gets warm, I just know it's also going to be humid. So you don't want to lay out in that. At least in California, it has that dry heat.
Yeah. And I
But
would
oh, you go ahead.
I'd love to see a marina manager like Samuel, right?
Mhm.
Just sunbathing some days because I know that those people do a lot of work. They collect
Yes.
payments, collect paper, they tie the docks, they use the fuel pump. Like it just doesn't stop. They canvass their area for boat launch, parking tickets. So I know it's not an easy job. So seeing them sunbathe, that's why we build the system so we can see them sunbathe.
Yeah. And again, it also helps like the boaters, like me, for example. I don't carry cash. I don't carry checks. I have my credit cards. I have my card saved on my phone, and that's it. Why? Because I'm young. I don't know. I feel like I don't ever need cash or check. So when there's a situation where I have to have cash, I just have to find an ATM. I don't just keep cash out. I know I probably should keep a little bit of cash out, but I just don't think about it because pretty much everywhere accepts credit cards now, and people just expect to have that option available to them. But we can continue on with the presentation before me and Atanas just keep rambling on about things because we will do it. And we will, and then we really would take up the full 45 minutes.
If you have experienced situations like this, feel free to send them in chat, and we'll look at how those frustrations can be helped with, or if they are not, if we're not able to help with them. So feel free to add them in chat.
Yeah, definitely. Or any ways that you feel like your process could be improved, or things that you wish that you could do with your process as well, because that will help us. We love to hear feedback and ways that we could improve our app as well. So just a quick overview. HeyGov is going to help you with your marina management. We'll help you bring that process online where residents can find slips and book them. You can have it separated out by the link, the dates available, and whether it's transient or annual. We have a nice backend for the payment system where residents can also make payments and fill out customizable forms. We really just want to help you bring your whole process online if it's not already, or just make it more simple. We have a system that just works. It's very user friendly for the residents and for the management team as well. HeyGov is going to help you have happier staff, which is going to lead to a happier marina. Samuel's team isn't just more efficient with HeyGov, they're happier. The app frees them from the tedious task of traditional marina management. They didn't have any of their processes online before, so it's a little bit stressful. Now with more times on their hand, they can provide exceptional customer service and build relationships with boaters. This is going to lead to a boost in morale and job satisfaction as well. HeyGov users save an average of 5 hours a week by not doing as much busy work. With HeyGov, you're bringing the marina services to the citizen. You're meeting them where they're at. They're able to launch their boat, make payments, and reserve boat slips on the go. If you've noticed, we do have a free mobile app. It's been in a couple of my screenshots, but I just thought I'd point it out. It's available on iOS, all iOS and Android devices. Again, it has a really nice user interface and it's free to use. So now if anybody has any questions for me and Atanas before I finish up the presentation, feel free to drop those. You can drop them in the questions tab or chat. See if we can help you out. And in the meantime, I'm also going to leave this up. I'm going to drop a link to my calendar where if you're interested in hearing more or booking a one-on-one meeting, if you want a quote, anything like that, you can book a call with me. I just sent the link in chat. And I'll also send mine and Atanas' emails if you would like to chat with us afterwards. need some music to play in the background. Our service fees are dependent on your marina, how much money you're bringing in. Outside of that would be population if you don't really have numbers. So if you would like to get a quote, just let me know and I'll email you and we can chat about it. Or are you talking about service fees for payments? Our credit card processing fees, okay. Those are 2.9% plus 30 cents, and I'll send it in chat as well, for credit card payments. And then for in-person payments, it's 2.7% if you take payments with a card reader plus a nickel. Get it topped out. There we go. Yeah, no problem. Do we have any other questions? I'm gonna start calling people out. I'm just kidding.
I know some questions that I've been asked, so I can share those if you guys want.
Yeah, sure.
For example, there's been people asking us how do they charge something that they have to calculate themselves. For example, somebody called in with a boat. They need to, it's like 37.5 feet, and the price is $2.5 per feet. The system cannot do that because they are not able to add all the information where it's necessary. So how do we do that? You or your marina manager can calculate the payment and send what we call a payment request. That payment request basically sends a text message or an email to the boater, and the boater from there can pay very quickly through that text message. So it's something that people are calling magic. And I'm very happy to hear that, because it basically allows them to, okay, I don't have time for this call now and for your credit card information. I will just send you a text message and you pay it online. So that's kind of cool in my opinion.
Yeah. And another thing that we get asked about is how like with the boat launch, how do you check to make sure people's paid? And a lot of people track that by license plate number. So we have a little field where they can enter in their license plate number, and somebody can check on their phone or a tablet or anything like that. Go and view the payment dashboard or the licensing and permitting dashboard, depending on where you have your boat launch payment portal at or form. And it will show the license plate numbers, and they can just scroll through and check. They can filter it out for that day and view the daily passes, and then filter it out by annual as well, and view those to see if any of those are there. Mm. So it does allow you, that's how most people do it. And then the resident or the person who paid for the boat launch will also have a confirmation receipt.
Mm-hmm. Megan, I hope you don't mind me asking everybody here. Maybe you can help me as well. How is cell coverage like when you're out sailing?
I'm trying to think if I've ever tried to use my phone on the boat. Oh, I'm so scared too. I'm afraid I'm going to lose it. I guess I've taken pictures. I don't know if I've ever made a call. I feel like it really depends on where you're at. I've FaceTimed my sister while she was out on a boat before, and she had okay reception. But there's been times when she's needed to call her fiance when he was out on the boat, and it just like he didn't have any cell reception at all. So I think it just kind of depends on where you're at.
Yeah, I guess people like Roberta, Corey, they would know better. But am I correct in guessing that it should improve, like cell coverage should improve when they are next to dry land, at least very close?
Yeah, when they're like out by the land, it should be fine. It's just when you're out in the water. It depends on where you're at. Yeah, that's what Roberta said as well.
Yeah.
But usually, if you have service on land and you're out by the water, it's usually it should be fine.
Okay, that means that people are able to basically coming up to the marina, just book it in 2 minutes, so they can book the boat slip in 2 minutes and just dock soon after that. So that's okay.
Yeah.
Thank you
have
for that.
QR codes up there for them to scan as well to pay.
I had a very crazy idea. I'm not going to share it now, but we'll see about it.
Well, I'm interested to hear it. I'll let you tell me.
Did anybody see the the Abu Dhabi Formula One Grand Prix? I'm expecting
I didn't watch it.
So
Are you needing to share your screen?
no, I'll send a picture, a link.
Oh, okay.
And I need you to tell me if we can make a QR code like that.
Okay.
I cannot find a good enough picture.
So
they basically had fireworks and drones counting down from 10 to 1 the start of the Grand Prix, and it was a huge thing, like you have like in the sky. And drones, and I felt like Gandalf came from so and Gandalf had those fireworks. So if you could do QR codes like that in the sky someday.
Yeah, just every day, just shoot, just have drones create QR codes in the sky.
Yeah.
Laser light show with QR codes.
Yeah, I would definitely fly on one of those drones and have fun.
Thank you guys, everyone, for attending. You're free to drop off. If anybody has questions, feel free to send them in chat. We'll hang out for a few more minutes. And I'll resend my link from earlier if anybody wants to schedule a meeting with me, a one-on-one call. Thank you, Roberta.
Thank you, Roberta.
Everyone else was a little bit quiet today.
They are busy people.
They are busy. They're probably like watching, have this on in the background, and they're working.
Yeah, and I'm also suspecting that seasons have already started. They're already trying to do their best to launch everything. And most people that do marinas are in Parks and Rec, based on my experience so far. And those people work a lot. So I expect them to be very, very busy.
Yeah, we're thankfully having a little bit of an early spring in Alabama, so everything's growing. We have flowers out and everything's nice. I went to like I took my niece to like a million different parks this weekend just because it was so nice out.
Nice.
Not a million. We were to 3 different parks. I was exaggerating a bit, but we had a lot of fun. 3 parks is still a lot in one weekend, and we also went hiking at the state park here.
Yeah. I have a newfound love for hiking, you know.
I love hiking. Me and Seth got me. I liked it before me and Seth were together, but he got me way more into it because his family just loves camping and hiking and everything. Yeah. So I go with them a lot. But me and Seth go a lot on our own too. My niece had never been hiking. She's 9. She's about to be 9 years old. And she'd never been, so I wanted to take her. It wasn't anything too hard. It was a little bit of an incline, but not anything too crazy. I'm gonna stop the recording.